Hello everyone. Welcome to another video. Today I'm just gonna be doing a good old-fashioned Q&A. I have asked you guys on Instagram, on the community tab of my YouTube channel, if you had any questions for me. I figured y'all could get to know me a little bit better because there are some more of you now. Let's start with Instagram. Question number 1 is, you look young. How old are you? I am 26 years old. I turned 26 last October. Next question, what do you work as? I am a certified public accountant. I used to work in the public accounting industry for around 2 years and realized it wasn't for me, so I quit last summer, which is what actually made me start this YouTube channel. So you can go back, watch that video if you want for a little bit of background. So for now, I don't work as anything. I'm unemployed. Fave noodle shape. This is really boring, but I'm gonna have to go with either linguine or angel hair pasta. To me, those are the most enjoyable pastas to eat. Someone asks, would you like to do YouTube as your job? Yeah, I mean, that would be amazing. That's like the dream, ultimately. But what's the saying that's like, expect nothing but be optimistic or something like that? That's kind of how I feel about YouTube at the moment. I'm not expecting it to really go anywhere. I'm just having fun with it. I do have in the back of my mind that it would be really nice if that were to happen, but I want to do it authentically. Someone asks, do you like Nashville? I'm from New England and maybe want to move there, but don't know much about it. I do like Nashville. I feel like my answer is a little bit skewed now because I've lived here for almost 8 years and I am kind of over it. Like, I'm ready to move on to the next place just as you are ready to move on from New England. But yeah, I think it's a really good place to live. I don't have any like big complaints, honestly. Do you have a cooking background or do you just love to do it? What's your zodiac sign? I found you from your baking videos and would love to see more of those, but I also just love your vlogs. Oh, thanks. I do not have a cooking background at all, unless you count watching my mom cook my whole life. I don't love to cook, but I do like to bake. So I feel like that's the distinction. Cooking is okay, I just don't love all the prep work of like chopping the garlic and chopping the onion and all the vegetables and blah, blah, blah. Like, it's too much for me. Baking, on the other hand, is where I feel like I can really thrive. Well, that's up for debate if you have watched my baking videos. But yeah, I just like to do it. My mom really loves to bake as well, and I saw her baking my whole life. She has these like staple family recipes, like this certain coffee cake that we eat, and we all get a strawberry cake on our birthday, and she always makes the whole spread for Christmas. I feel like if I had to put my finger on it, it's probably because I moved away from home and started missing those homemade baked goods, and so I started baking myself. Tell us more about Winnie. Okay, Winnie, you wanna come say hi? This is Winnie. About Winnie, I don't really know what to say, honestly. Blair and I adopted her in 2017, so we've had her 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. We've had her for like 4.5 years. I would take a bullet for her. I love her so much. She's comfortable with like 3 people total. It's me, Blair, and Hannah, one of my best friends, and also the person who babysits her the most. Other than that, she doesn't really like people. When I adopted her, she was actually in the kitten room at the Humane Society, and all the other kittens were black and white, and she was just the only pure brown cat just chilling in the corner, taking a nap.
I ain't never seen a brown cat. Like, just all brown.
That's how we met. Two people asked how Blair and I met. It's kind of a long story. I'm trying to figure out how to condense it. So his parents owned a parasailing company in the Destin, Florida area, and my grandparents have a condo there, and they have since I was little, and so I grew up going there. After high school, I graduated and decided to move to Destin and work on the beach for the summer just before college started. So I ended up moving to Destin, getting a job on the beach, worked that entire first summer without ever meeting Blair. After my freshman year of college, I went back a second summer to work at Sandestin. I feel like we were destined to meet because their computer went down, and so they weren't able to like ring in their tickets all summer. So at the end of every day, Blair had to drive over on his little 4-wheeler, come to our hut, and sit there and ring in his tickets, which would sometimes take 30 minutes. If I was working that day, it would be me sitting at a stool, him sitting at a stool like 3 feet away from me. And we just kind of started bantering. Then at the end of the summer, he asked me on a date. And that is how I met your father. Last question, what is your favorite type of food or dessert or cuisine? Let's start with cuisine. Oh wait, I never answered what my zodiac sign is. My zodiac sign is Libra. Is that what that means? Born October 5th, so I'm a Libra. Okay, the last question. What is your favorite type of food or dessert or cuisine? I love that they gave me like 3 avenues to go down here. My favorite genre of food, if you will, is Mexican food, 1000%. I could eat it probably every day of my life. I don't think I would get sick of it because there's so many different ways you can go with Mexican food. A margarita is my favorite cocktail ever. That has been like the longest standing beverage of choice. So we're ride or dies, me and margaritas. Favorite dessert? That is so hard. That is so hard. I don't even have like an answer off the top of my head. I'm gonna go with something family related because I feel like everyone's favorite dessert kind of corresponds with what you grew up with. At least mine does. I won't speak for you. I really love a classic peanut butter ball at Christmas time. That's when we always have them. So good. Like I mentioned earlier, the family coffee cake, our family strawberry cake is so good. I feel like of all time, probably the strawberry cake. It's just like a little homemade cake, but it's so good. That is all the questions we have for today. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for getting to know me a little bit. I will see you next week with the new video. Bye.